Hey everyone, the real special K here today with a new segment called ViChats, video chats, where we discuss all sorts of things from entertainment to personal issues to important topics on your mind. Here with me today is my good friend, the good drink doctor himself, Dr. Nate.
Hello everybody.
Most of us have attended his house call parties and have watched him create new drinks once a week. The good doctor has agreed to talk with me about some things. Nate, I believe the first question that everyone wants to know, how did you get started?
It all began in my living room at the end of 2013 when I got my iPhone, and I started, mixing drinks in my living room. And I bought these prescriptionized shot glasses. And I'm sure all you know, I always say at the end, take one, call me in the morning, because you know how doctors say, take 2 of these pills, call me in the morning.
Oh, that's interesting. So how did the idea come to you to start your own drinking network?
Well, after studying mixology, I downloaded the Bartender's Guide. I thought to myself, okay, it's too expensive to go to bartending school, it's too expensive to get a license, but you can put your own network together on Facebook, have people watch it, and see what they think.
That sounds very interesting. So what made you decide to come up with the idea of your own drinking network?
What made me come up with this idea? Well, I wanted to be a bartender. I wanted to show people what I can do.
Okay, that's a good answer. Your house call parties seem to be a success. How did they start?
Well, it all began last summer when I got off work, and I remember one of our friends was having a party, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make it because I thought it was around my work time. So I get off work, and they call me and say, Nate, we're having everyone over a little bit later, and we need Dr. Nate to take care of the alcohol. And I came, did what I do, and from that moment forward, house calls were born.
Awesome. So your house call parties seem to be a growing success. So in between doing your house call parties and doing your videos once a week in your living room, do you plan on making a business out of this?
Yes, I do, and I already have changed my Dr. Nate page to a business page. If you all know, I charge $9 an hour for 4 hours, $25 startup fee, and $15 for overtime, and I'm in the process of ordering business cards. And now I believe I can bring the business to the people outside of the internet.
Okay. So have you encountered any problems and or issues with anyone while doing so?
Not really.
Not really?
No.
Okay. So you've mentioned Facebook. What other social media are you using to run promotions?
Just Facebook at this point.
Right, so you're not using YouTube or anything else?
No, I'm just using Facebook.
Okay. What are your plans to make Dr. Nate's a household name?
Plans. What are my plans? Well, as always, getting the business cards, but I'm taking it one step at a time, not rushing into anything,
Okay.
I'll go with the business cards and then see where it goes from there.
Okay. So what would you offer differently if you were to ever to have competition?
What I offer differently? The thing about being a bartender is I don't see competition. Bartenders need each other. The Beatles need the Rolling Stones. The U.S. needs the UK. Russia needs China.
Oh.
I don't see anything as a competition.
Okay, that's a very interesting way to describe it.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know I've appeared in some of your house call videos as your introducer and narrator, and we have fun doing so. But let's talk more about your opinion on drinking. What is your take on drinking in today's society?
Drinking in today's society is whatever it is. People are out there to have fun. You're out there to meet somebody,
Okay.
maybe get a little wild.
Of course. So, drinking and driving.
I 100% do not promote that. Get a designated driver. Drink responsibly. If
Okay.
you feel you've had too much, give your keys to the person next to you.
That's really good. That's a really good opinion.
Thank you.
So, what about drinking and texting?
Well, here's the deal. I usually know this happens a lot with some women. They might drunk text you or something, and I'm like, oh, cool. But the basic thing with drunk texting is tell them in the morning if, like, oh, I was drunk and I text you or something.
Now, I've always thought iPhone should have a feature that says when you get drunk,
Yeah.
that the iPhone should explain, are you sure you want to send this text message?
Yeah.
I think iPhone should be able to come out with some new technology soon enough to prevent drunk texting from happening.
Exactly. And here's another thing. Don't touch your Facebook features when you're drunk.
Okay, so how about drinking and drugs?
Drinking and drugs. To me, they're not alike. To me, you drink.
So, but what about if you're drinking and taking drugs? Do you recommend combining the two or not doing so?
I would recommend you don't do it. Because certain drugs, drinking, you mix those two together, could possibly end your life.
Okay, so that's a very good, honest to God opinion, and I like that. How about drinking and sex?
Oh, well, let me just tell you this. If she's okay with it and you're okay with it, go for it. But I would advise you and guys out there, never take advantage of a drunk woman because you could lead into trouble.
Very good. So, I'm really glad you bring that up. How do you think drinking and sex differs from drinking and sexual assault?
If she's comfortable with what's going on and you're comfortable, that's one thing. But always remember, no means no, stop means stop.
Of course. Okay, well, here's a question for you. Do you know what beer goggles are?
Not sure,
Okay.
but I've heard that term before.
Beer goggles, I actually was doing some research about this before going into this video and starting with you today. Beer goggles, I've learned, is more or less a slang term for when drinking is the cause of sleeping with someone who you would never in a million years sleep with.
That happens on Halloween. You know how all those women, they all dress in those sexy outfits.
Oh, yeah.
They get all crazy.
So, do you think that drinking to the point when beer goggles kick in is normal for those of us who have high standards when it comes to finding someone?
Yes. I think some people go out to bars to find people, you know?
Well, I used to go out to bars to find someone, and with no success. But it also gets expensive, doesn't it?
It gets expensive, but don't forget, like a lot of the bars in DC, you go to the front page, Ozzo's, Midtown Flex, they got a dance floor. And those chicks, they will dance with you. They will grind on you and stuff, man. It's easy to find people out there.
That is very true. So, how about this? Some people get drunk to forget their problems. Others get drunk to feel better about themselves. Even others have reasons to go drinking. So do you think it's acceptable to get drunk without a reason to?
Without a reason. When it comes to drinking, there is a reason why you do it. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason why you're out there. There's a reason why you fight. There's a reason why you're in the military. There's reasons for everything. I don't think there's any reasons why you, on the other hand, don't drink.
Okay. What do you think is the difference in drinking alone versus drinking socially?
Drinking alone versus drinking socially. And when it comes to drinking alone, that's usually like you're just by yourself, right? You're in your privacy of your house. You're kicking back, maybe watching TV. But when you're drinking socially, there's more than one person there.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, talking and all that stuff with someone else.
Well, because I know I only drink socially, because my opinion on the matter is I would never drink alone, because I think that's the number one problem when it comes to drinking when it comes to drinking problems. You know, like very, I would have to say, like reasons for people. I would have to say for reasons for, getting drunk and trying to, do something else. You know, everyone has drinking problems if not moderated.
Yeah.
I would think that would be, my opinion is, I would think that's connected.
Yeah.
So, would you think it's safe to drink alone?
Yes, but it depends what you're doing and where you are. If you're in your house, you're just sitting at the table having a drink or something, there's no problem with it.
Okay. So when it comes to drinking socially, is it a good idea to have a drinking buddy?
Definitely. Maybe more than one.
Okay. Well, how about having a designated driver?
Of course. I mean, if you know you're going to be drinking a lot and you're a person driving, like I said before, take your keys, hand them to the person next to you, and have them take you home.
That is, I would have to say, a great viewpoint and standpoint by it. Okay, so what do you believe are signs while drinking socially to tell if someone has had too much to drink?
Had too much to drink. There's a lot of signs. If someone's dancing and they're knocking shit over and stuff, or they're probably running into things, that's one sign.
Okay.
Now also there's aggression if they're like, hurry up, get me my drink. I need it. Let's go. That's another sign.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I would believe another sign would also be if they're dancing too close to the TV set and the TV knocks over.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so would you cut someone off if you've encountered any of those kind of situations?
Absolutely.
Okay, so some people say that vodka is vodka, while others say that they can taste the difference in the brands. What do you think?
There is no taste in vodka. There's only the Smirnoff, there's that strawberry, there's that vanilla, there's that cherry, and then there's those whipped cream vodkas that they sell. But other than that, vodka doesn't have a taste.
Okay. So do you think a drink defines a person?
Some, maybe not. I think it defines the drinker. Like, if you drink whiskey, you have America written all over you. That's what I've heard. Women who drink tequila shots, they're a bit of wild childs, and I've experienced that before.
I think we've all experienced that.
Yes, we have. But other than that, I don't think it defies the person's character. It just defies, what kind of drinker they are. And if a woman drinks whiskey, guys, I want you all to know this. These are not women that play around. They don't like boys, and they got class and style, and you got to work hard to get them.
Very honest words from the very honest doctor. So, everyone has their own view on drinking, and we've obviously discussed yours. Do you have any closing remarks?
Not much. Just stay safe. Have fun this weekend. Don't drink and drive.
That's good. Well, thank you, Dr. Nate, for taking time out of your drinking schedule and network to come out to talk with me.
You're welcome.
And thank you, everyone out there, for tuning in, and hopefully stay tuned for more ViChats with your one and only host, The Real Special K. Keep things real and special.
And take one and call me in the morning. All right.